Hi there and welcome to the channel. I'm really pleased to see you. In this video I am going to rank the top 10 things that I bought for photography in 2021. So each year I keep a record of how much money I've spent on photography gear and how much I have made in revenues. This year I've spent close to £3,000. I guess that's about $3,500. And I've bought, I think according to my record, 17 different items. I haven't bought any camera bodies, but I've bought a couple of lenses and I've bought flash guns and a few other bits and pieces. For each item that I've bought, I've given a score against the following items. The first one is impact on my photography, or perhaps the YouTube channel itself. The second one is what I'm calling bang for bucks. How much value did I get out of the item compared to how much did I spend? The third one is how usable it was in the field or wherever it was that I was using. And the last item is degree of use. How much did I actually use the item? Each of these variables I gave a score out of 5 and then added them up and ranked on that basis. I'm taking the top 10 and I'm going to give you the score for each of those items as we go through. So let's get into it. In at number 10 is the UES sensor cleaning pack. I bought this recently. Cost £22 and I used it for the first time to clean my sensor. I lost my sensor cleaning cherry. You can see the video if you'd like. Impact on my photography, not so great. I'm used to cleaning up sensor spots in post-production, but it's nice not to have it. Bang for bucks, lots of good scores for there. It's very cheap and it saves me a lot of money going to this, taking the camera into the camera. So score of 4, usability, reasonably easy, and degree of use, I've only used it the once, so I gave it a score of 1. In at 8, and I'm afraid to say my most expensive purchase this year, which was a Fujifilm 55-200. This is a lens that I really wanted to get, particularly for my landscape photography, and I've really not used it as much as I thought I would, and I can't really understand why. I think it's partly because where I've been for photography has tended not to be in mountains, it's been more at the coast and where I feel more comfortable using my wide-angled lens. So, its impact on my photography so far, I've only given it a 2. Bang for bucks because it's quite expensive. It was about £600. I've only given it a 2. Usability, it's a good lens, it's nice and easy to use, 4, and degree of use, just 3. In at number 8 is a Canon EF Concept 55mm variable ND filter. Now I bought this, it was just £22. I bought this to go with my 18-55 lens, and really for use with video footage, particularly if I was outside somewhere where it was bright. It's been put in my camera bag and sort of hidden away and not used a great deal, but it's a great go-to use when you forget your filters, which I've occasionally done. So I took some pictures down at the Suffolk coast with this on, and they made my list of some of my better photography this year. So in at number 8, it's got impact on photography, 3, bang for bucks, 4, usability, 3, and degree of use, 2. We don't have a 7th place, we've got an equal 6th place. And in equal 6th place is this Godox TT685 flash gun. So I've used this quite a lot for some headshots. I did 4 or 5 shoots for headshots this year, and I've used it with all of that. It's really great, it's easy to use. Impact for photography, 4, it's had a big impact on my headshot abilities. Bang for bucks, it's a 3. £156, it's great value for a flash gun. Usability, 4, it's nice and easy to use. And in terms of degree of use, you know, 4 or 5 uses during the year, I've just given it a 2. Also in at 6 is my Osmo Pocket 2, which I bought principally for use on my YouTube channel to record B-roll. At £500, it was the second most expensive purchase this year. Impact on photography, well, more on YouTube. Hopefully the B-roll has improved. I've given it a 3. Bang for bucks, 2. I use it, but I probably am not getting as much out of it than perhaps I thought I would. Usability, it's pretty easy to use. I gave it a 4. Degree of use, I used it quite a lot, 4. In at number 5 is my 3-legged thing, Billy tripod. I did a video for this when I first got it, and I've loved it. The difference between 1 kilogram or just over 1 kilogram to 1.3 or 1.5 kilograms really makes a big difference in whether I choose to bring the tripod or not. And its weight is just great. I just really happy to bring it with me. It's really solid, it works really well, and I'm really pleased with it. Impact on photography, 3. Bang for bucks at nearly £300. It's reasonably good value. I've given it a 3. Usability, 4, and use, 4. I've used it an awful lot this year. In at number 4 is my Low Pro Flipside Trek 350. It was ridiculously cheap at £100, and I used it for 3 days hiking with all of my photography gear and all of my clothes. It's perfect. It just comes out whenever I go with my camera gear. It's really easy and convenient, and I love that it opens from the back so you can see all your gear straight away. So impact on photography, 2, not so great. Bang for bucks, it's got to be a solid 5. Usability, 4, and degree of use, 4. So really solid, great. In at number equal second, equal runner-up, is the Creative Cloud from Adobe. Why? Well, I use it an awful lot, and I think it's a great piece of software. It enables me to take the vision that I have for the photographs that I'm taking and try and realize those in post-production. I've given it a 4 from the impact on photography, because it really takes what I've taken and makes that a reality. Bang for bucks, it's 3 at £240. It's quite an expensive piece of kit, which I buy each year, but it's good value, I think. Usability, 4, and degree of use, 4. I use it all the time. In equal second place is the Peak Design Capture Clip. At £57, it's a cheap addition to your camera bag, and I use it an awful lot. I use it when I'm just going out for an evening. I just want to bring my Fuji X-T20 with the pancake lens, and I just wear the camera on my belt. When I went hiking, I strapped it to my shoulder and carried my camera all the way along that hike with it on. And I use it when I'm using multiple camera setups for theatre work. It's really good, it's solid, it does exactly what you expect it to do, and I'm really pleased with it. Impact on photography, 3, because it means I take out the camera more. Bang for bucks, 5, no problem. Usability, 4, and degree of use, 4. I've used it an awful lot. Which brings us to number 1. My number 1 photography purchase in 2021, read it and weep, was the 18 to 55mm Fuji XF Lens. I didn't buy this lens when I bought my XT30, when I bought my XT3, and I read so many positive reviews of this. I got it in the end, and I'm really pleased I have it, because whenever I'm not quite sure what I'm going to go out and take, I bring this, and often I use it. It's been really good with my theatre work, because even though it's not as wide as some of my primes, the zoom is really good. I found that the 10-24 lens that I'm recording this on is the distortion is at the edges is so great that it's really largely unusable for theatre work. So I've really sort of pleased that I've got this. Yeah, I'd like it to be a little bit wider if possible, but it's just great. It's light, the pictures are pin sharp, and it's really good. Some of my best pictures that I've taken this year, I've taken with this lens. So there you go. That's my top 10 purchases. Wishing you a very Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you in 2022. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.